Hello, and welcome to the September installment of Construction Junction, presented to you by MSU Infrastructure Planning and Facilities. We hope that you'll find this new online format of Construction Junction useful and informative. If you have any comments or questions concerning this presentation, or have suggestions on how we might improve, please let us know via the feedback box on the Construction Junction webpage located at the address on the screen. We thank you in advance for helping us improve your experience. The agenda for the September presentation will begin with updates on which projects are going to the next two Board of Trustees meetings. There will then be project updates on 1855 Place, Breslin Student Events Center facility upgrades, natural science alterations to rooms 137, 138, and 139, music building alterations to rooms 135, 141, 206, and 245, facility for Rare Isotope Beams, Cyclotron Office Edition, and Giltner Hall alterations to Fish Lab. Beginning with the September BOT meeting, the projects going to the board will be, for Step 2, Authorization to Proceed, Data Center. Moving on to the October BOT meeting, the projects going to the board will be, for Step 2, Authorization to Proceed, IM Sports West, replace pool and locker room HVAC systems, and Hubbard Hall exterior masonry repair and window replacement, Phase 2. We begin this month's project updates with the 1855 Place project. This project is located in the Northwest Residential Mixed-Use Districts at the former site of the Michigan State Police East Lansing Post. The goals of this project include creating a living environment that supports both single students and student families around the resources they need to be academically successful, creating an institutional asset to further our world-class land-grant mission, consolidating office spaces from across campus, freeing up space for academic programs while saving resources and improving communications, and creating synergies between residential and hospitality services and intercollegiate athletics. The scope of this project will include a 102,000 square foot mixed-use office building that will be LEED Silver certified, which will include RHS offices, intercollegiate athletic offices, as well as retail space. Creation of 438,000 square feet of student apartments, both single student apartments, as well as family housing apartments. Creation of 2,075 parking spaces, including a parking deck, to accommodate students, staff, and campus events. Funding sources for this project will come from auxiliary funds, from RHS, intercollegiate athletics, and parking fees. Construction on this project commenced the summer of 2015 and will continue through the summer of 2017. The site as it existed prior to the start of construction shows the location of University Village, which will remain after construction is complete, the location of event parking, which has been relocated to the south, as well as the three structures that have been demolished or relocated. The site redevelopment will include building of new family housing, single student apartments, retail and office space, and a new parking deck and surface lot. This project is being completed in two phases in order to minimize disruptions and to maintain event parking availability during the entirety of the project. Phase 1 included demolition of the existing police post buildings and the theater department scene shop, which was relocated to South Campus next to the MSU Federal Credit Union. Phase 1 also included the construction of the parking ramp and surface lot, as well as the construction of 3 family housing units. During Phase 1 construction, a temporary construction access road was installed to the west of the site. Phase 2 of the project includes construction of the single student apartment buildings, as well as the office and retail towers. During this phase, event parking has been moved to the newly constructed parking deck and surface lot. Here you see an aerial view rendering of the project showing the location of the new parking deck, the office and retail towers, single student apartment buildings, the existing University Village structures, and the new family housing units. Here you see the address and building name assignments for this project. Please note that the address of the Communication Storage University Village building is changing from 1165 Garden City Road to 1159 Pine Tree Court. The address of the parking booth for Lot 63 is also changing from 721 South Harrison Road to 675 South Harrison Road. Here you see a view of the proposed office tower showing the intercollegiate athletic office space on the top floor. And another view of the proposed mixed-use tower, this time from the corner of Harrison and Kalamazoo. Work on the office and mixed-use tower continues with installation of the structural steel components. From the tower complex, you can see the completed parking deck and surface lot to the left, and the student apartment units currently in construction. Another view of the student apartment unit construction from the tower complex site. Here is an exterior shot of one of the completed family housing units. The two westernmost units have been opened and are currently housing student families. Here you see examples of some of the interior finishes and furnishings in the family housing units, and a shot of one of the common lounge areas in these units. For those of you who would like to follow the progress of construction on this project, please check out the live webcam site at the address on the screen. If you would like further information about this or any other project, visit the construction.msu.edu webpage. There you will find links to all current and past projects. Specific questions regarding the 1855 Place project can be directed to the project representative, Andy Linebaugh. We next have an update on the work that is being done as part of the Breslin Student Events Center facility upgrades project. The Breslin Center is located in the athletic and recreation districts. The university is undertaking this project in order to enhance the student, alumni, fan, and public experience by improving the functionality of the event center, to create a lasting legacy by integrating a sense of Spartan tradition throughout the facility, and to extend the useful life of the building by improving services to the fans and implementing major maintenance items. This project is being divided into two phases: facility upgrades and athletics addition. The phases are being designed in a way that minimizes rework and are being fully coordinated throughout their design and construction. Phase 1 includes a 22,000 square foot addition around the building, an expanded concourse, renovation and upgrading of the restroom facilities, renovation of concession stands, improvements to the entry vestibules to the main concourse, improvements to finish levels and experience on the concourse, improvements to site conditions for ingress and egress, improvements to site security, replacement of the chiller system, and connection to the East Lansing water system. Phase 2 includes a 30,000 square foot addition, which will create a sense of main entry and destination into the building and includes a basketball hall of history. Construction on this project began in January and is expected to be complete by August of 2017. Here you see the proposed floor plan of the completed facility upgrades showing the expansion of the concourse areas, the new restroom and concession areas, and the new Hall of History. As part of the Breslin upgrade, there will also be changes to the area surrounding the center. A new plaza outside the Hall of History is planned, with the Magic Johnson statue being slightly relocated to accommodate the new addition. There will also be improvements to adjacent parking and loading areas, as well as a new crosswalk across Harrison Road to the newly constructed parking ramp. Here is a graphic showing the work that is ongoing through the end of November, highlighting the areas of the work site that are affected. Here is a shot of the northwest entrance concourse area showing the new Sparty Head terrazzo flooring feature. This feature will be mimicked at each of the main entrances. Work on the exterior of the northwest gate is nearing completion. Here you can see the expanded concourse area and concession stands at the northeast gate entrance. Work is nearing completion on the new women's restrooms in the northeast addition, and another view of some of the finishes in the new restroom areas. Here you see an artist rendering of the Hall of History Plaza, which will include the relocated Magic Johnson statue. In January, the Spartan Basketball All Access YouTube episode number 3, entitled Big Plans, featured an interview with IPF design representative Jeff Bonk, as well as head coach Tom Izzo's take on the project.
You know, they say when there's cranes in the air, it means good things are happening. You know, when you have trucks out there, when you have cones out there, when you have fences out there, when they are tearing down some things to put up even bigger and better things, it's very exciting.
On October 30th, 2015, the Michigan State University Board of Trustees approved a $50 million expansion and renovation to the Breslin Center, the home of MSU's men's and women's basketball, and host to more than 200 events each year. Some of the renovation's highlights include a 26,000 square foot addition to the concourse and a Hall of History, planned to encompass 33,000 square feet.
The design has just been completed, so about 18 months of design work is done. So there's a lot that goes ahead of the construction. Construction is starting right now in January. We're setting trailers out right now. You'll see some fencing. Then you'll start to see some exterior work being done outside of the building.
There's a number of things going on there. I think what Spartan fans and folks that visit the Breslin Center are going to see and will impact them ultimately. Wider concourses, new entryways, new floors, new lighting, new concession areas, new restrooms, more restrooms. The fan amenities will be tremendously upgraded. The exterior entryways into the building, there'll be more plaza space outside. Those are all things I think that Spartan fans will see and really enjoy when it's done. But then there's another piece of the project that's an athletics piece, where the Magic Johnson statue is now in the southeast corner of the building. Will be our Hall of History and become one of the main entrances to the building. Included in that will be a new box office. There'll be a retail store there that'll sell Spartan goods. And then a high-tech, high-energy, if you will, Hall of History area that's going to kind of tell the story of our men's basketball program, our women's basketball program. And we're going to use enough technology in there that technology can be used for other events that are in the building, for graduations and so on, so that we can greet people and recognize people as they come in to see graduation. So that piece will start in May. And that piece will parallel what's going on with the rest of the building, and then it'll all be finished right around August, September 1 of 2017.
In addition to the renovations being done on the ground level, one level below the Hall of History will be a new basketball strength and conditioning center, named after former Michigan State basketball player Draymond Green, who made a $3.1 million contribution to MSU athletics in the fall. The entire Hall of History project at the Breslin Center has been graciously funded by donors and supporters of Michigan State basketball.
I will say what's really exciting about it and unique is it's a phased project, so it'll happen over 2 years while the building's still in full operation. So we'll still be holding events in the building while construction's going on. So from a construction standpoint, it makes it really unique and at times will be exciting. But you know, it'll be safe for everybody to get in and out of the building. And there may be some small inconveniences outside of the building, getting around the outside of the building, but for the most part, the next few months, they shouldn't be affected at all.
I think they've gone with the theory that, you know, you want to keep making it better. And when it's time to do that, and it's been time to do that now, they're doing it. And so it's pretty exciting around Michigan State right now, because there's more than a couple cranes in the skyline, but it's really exciting in the basketball office with the team we got and what's happening to our arena and what's going to happen to our Hall of History and our weight room and just getting so many people involved. It's vibrant around here right now.
For those of you who would like to follow the progress of construction on this project, please check out the live webcam site at the address on the screen. If you would like further information about this or any other project, visit the construction.msu.edu webpage. There you will find links to all current and past projects. Specific questions regarding the Breslin Center Facility Upgrades project can be directed to the construction representative, Jason Van Zee. Next, we have an update on the Natural Science Alterations to Room 137, 138, and 139 project. The Natural Science building is located in the North Academic District. This project was necessary to renovate 2 adjacent teaching labs that served over 300 students from multiple College of Natural Science majors and programs, and to modernize the curriculum of Zoology 320, Developmental Biology. The renovations expand the use of these rooms to as many as 600 students a year and support the new PLS 311 lab course, Physiology for Pre-Health Professionals. The renovations also increase the room's utilization by other courses and facilitate future development. The scope of the project included partial demolition of existing spaces, replacement of ceiling tiles, installation of new casework, flooring, data drops at all tables, TV monitors and document cameras, security door hardware, and painting of all renovated areas. Impacts to building occupants included work in the ceilings of labs below the worksite in order to access plumbing lines. The project began on June 6th and was complete on August 19th. A few shots of the demolition work that occurred at the beginning of the project, and a shot of the work area as it looked after abatement of existing floor tiles. Here you see installation of new ductwork and preparation of the walls for painting, and a view of some of the new finishes in the renovated spaces, as well as the new casework installation. If you would like further information about this or any other project, visit the construction.msu.edu webpage. There you will find links to all current and past projects. Specific questions regarding the Natural Science Lab renovation project can be directed to the construction representative, Carol Kuhl. Next is an update on the Music Building room renovation project. The Music Building is located in the North Academic District on West Circle Drive. This project was necessary to update the existing environment, to provide better environmental control with the installation of new HVAC equipment, and to provide better room soundproofing with new doors. These renovations serve to put these classrooms on par with others in the building. The scope of the project included partial demolition of existing spaces, new ceilings and flooring, new lighting, projection screens, marker boards, and doors, as well as painting of renovated spaces. Impacts to building occupants included unavailability of these spaces during the entirety of the summer. The project began in May of this year and was completed on August 19th. Here you see some of the demolition work that was completed prior to renovation, and views of the spaces as they existed prior to plastering. Here is a shot of one of the spaces showing the new finishes and installation of various audiovisual equipment, and another shot of the new finishes in the renovated spaces. If you would like further information about this or any other project, visit the construction.msu.edu webpage. There you will find links to all current and past projects. Specific questions regarding the Music Building Classroom Alteration Project can be directed to the construction representative, Carol Kuhl. We next have an update on the Facility for Rare Isotope Beams project. The FRIB facility is located in the Central Academic District at the intersection of Wilson Road and Bogue Street. Traffic and pedestrian routing plans for the next year include restriping and turnover of 1 westbound and 2 eastbound lanes of Wilson Road, moving site fencing to the south, and opening of the bike path. By July of 2018, all 4 lanes of Wilson Road will be reopened. Here we have a rendered perspective from the southwest of the completed facility, another rendering of the completed building from the southeast, and yet another rendering of the structure, this time from the northeast. Here you see an artist rendering of an aerial view of the completed structure, and here we have an actual aerial view of the FRIB project site. The FRIB project is progressing and remains ahead of schedule. Vertical transfer lines have been installed, generators have been placed on the north elevation, framing and metal panel installation continues on the west side of the facility, installation of warm side piping continues in the compressor room, as well as installation of the hot cell robotic crane. Paving is ongoing on the north and south sides of the site. Cable trays are over 67% complete, and non-conventional utilities are 74% complete. Vertical cold box and catwalk installation is also complete. Here you see a view of the installed vertical cold box along with its catwalk, and a shot of the generator installation on the north side of the facility. From Wilson Road, you can see the ongoing metal panel installation on the southwest corner of the building. And here we have a view of the transfer line in the Lineac Tunnel. If you would like further information about this or any other project, visit the construction.msu.edu webpage. There you will find links to all current and past projects. Specific questions regarding the Facility for Rare Isotope Beams project can be directed to the project representative, Brad Bull. Next, we have an update on the Cyclotron Office Edition project. The Cyclotron is located in the Central Academic District near the intersection of Bogue Street and Shaw Lane. This project was necessary to expand the office portion of the facility to accommodate the new staff, faculty, and students that are being hired in support of the FRIB project. The scope of the project included partial demolition of the existing cyclotron, build-out of electrical and mechanical systems, construction of a new 6-story office addition encompassing approximately 74,000 square feet, and creation of a 265-seat auditorium on the first floor. Floors 2 through 6 consist of perimeter offices with open spaces in the center that will accommodate either cubicles or labs. Here is a typical floor plan for floors 2 through 6, showing the private offices around the north and south perimeter and the open area in the center for either cubicles or lab spaces. Construction on this project began in February of 2015. At this time, the project is substantially complete. Furniture installation was completed in mid-August, and move-in is currently in progress. Completion of various punch list items is still ongoing. Here you see progress of construction from April to August of this year. New bike loops and sidewalks have been installed on the project site. As part of this project, a new auditorium was constructed on the first floor, which seats 265 people. Terrazzo flooring was also installed in the pre-function space around the auditorium. Here you see examples of some of the private offices and cubicle space on floors 2 through 6. If you would like further information about this or any other project, visit the construction.msu.edu webpage. There you will find links to all current and past projects. Specific questions regarding the Cyclotron Office Edition project can be directed to the construction representative, Jessica Culp. Lastly, we have an update on the Giltner Hall Fish Lab renovations. Giltner Hall is located in the North Academic District. This project was coordinated by the Faculty Readiness Project team. This team is comprised of representatives from both infrastructure planning and facilities, as well as facilities planning and space management. They work together with colleges to proactively plan for potential new hires, utilizing various delivery methods to shorten the bidding process, and creating construction timelines that provide a positive experience for the colleges and a welcoming environment for new faculty. This process helps deliver a project that is of high quality, time and cost efficient, and supports the advancement of the university's research agenda. This project was necessary to provide a new zebrafish facility and various supporting labs and office spaces for 2 new integrative biology researchers that have been recruited from Oregon. The scope of the project includes renovations to rooms 39, 40, 41, 65, 67, 344A, and 363. In rooms 39, 40, and 41, there are new security access, new lighting controls, cosmetic upgrades to the office in room 39, shoring a floor from the subbasement, connections to the aquaneering fish lab equipment, including 3 large fish tank rows in the main fish room, new flooring, ceiling, and furniture in the developmental lab, a new quarantine room, a changing room for faculty, infill of an existing lab door, a new mechanical room with equipment for the lab's own HVAC systems to provide required air changes and temperature requirements for the fish room, and exterior door and masonry work for the entryway into the mechanical room. In rooms 65 and 67, there is a new wall installed to separate the imaging and injection areas. In rooms 344A and 363, there were cosmetic upgrades to the labs and offices on the third floor. Impacts to building occupants included construction noise and periodic steam shutdowns. Construction began in March and finished in August. Final turnover to department staff will occur on October 1st. The newly renovated areas include office space, developmental labs, a changing area, quarantine room, fish room, filtration room, and a mechanical room. Here you see more detailed plans of both the injection and imaging lab in room 67, as well as the renovated office space in room 39. Here is a view of the new fish room with fish racks in place. The zebrafish will arrive from Oregon sometime in the first 2 weeks of October. Equipment in the newly created filtration room will provide filtered water to the fish room. And here is a shot of the new developmental lab space. If you would like further information about this or any other project, visit the construction.msu.edu webpage. There you will find links to all current and past projects. Specific questions regarding the Giltner Hall Fish Lab project can be directed to the Faculty Readiness Project Representative, Monty Pride. This concludes the September Construction Junction presentation. We encourage you to visit the Infrastructure Planning and Facilities website at www.ipf.msu.edu. There you will find information on construction and maintenance alerts, detour information, construction junction information, project and contact information. There are also a number of other IPF resources available, including listservs that you can subscribe to keep up to date with various IPF projects and events. Stay connected with IPF via social media. Follow us on Twitter. Like us on Facebook. Watch our videos on YouTube. And follow us on Instagram. Construction Junction presentations will be made available on the CJ website beginning the 7th of each month. We thank you for taking the time to check us out, and we hope you'll visit again soon.